Hairline, speaking of, wrestling and obscure wrestling, you were watching
Yeah, fuck
some
yeah.
death match action, some
Yeah,
NHB or what were you
yeah.
watching,
So
Hairline?
it is ICW NHP is the correct title.
Fuck yeah.
I finally have access again to my death matches and whatnot. So I figure there's only like the only other people I see covering this shit is the Bocce Boys. Shout out to the Bocce Boys. Whoop
Shut him
whoop.
out.
But yeah, man. So I just figure fucking these guys have their shows about once or twice a month, so it shouldn't be much to cover this. On Friday, October 13th, we had NHB 53 from Berwyn, Illinois. They were saying Chicago though.
They all
And
do that with those towns around there. Hey, they all go
yeah,
Chicago, but it's not. It's like, yo, that's 30 minutes outside of Chicago.
yeah, but
Yeah,
kayfabe, brother. Yeah, we
yeah,
better crucify Danny over this, like he's Hulk Hogan, though, right?
yeah, dude.
um, the show opened up with Danny fucking hyping up the crowd and whatnot. He had to break the unfortunate news that Eric Ryan couldn't make it due to car troubles and whatnot.
Oh
And then
gosh.
I so I haven't watched this in several months, and I apologize to everyone for that. But they got this new ring announcer. It was this ginger guy in a fucking Friday the 13th jersey. But God, he tried to hype up the crowd and whatnot. It's not that he was doing a bad job or anything, but this guy's reading like the people's like their stats off of his phone, man, and it's just like it comes off so mad child to me. Like,
Dude.
right, God damn it, just commit to it, brother.
Yeah, you got to either learn it or you just use cards. Don't do the phone because that's
Yeah,
just
just
so lazy, dude.
for sure, bro.
Because
And then we had
here's why, and people might go like, oh, but here's the thing, and I know this from experience. If you take the time to write it from your phone to then a paper, then you're like once overing it in your head while you're writing it.
right, yeah,
Hello,
yeah. Note
dummies.
taking,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dummy.
for sure,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. And then we had Brandon Kirk and Struggles on commentary, man. And these guys are just such a great fucking combo and a team, man. So they got some great chemistry. Like you can tell they're actual boys and whatnot.
Shout them out.
Yeah. And then the show opened up with Orin versus MM3. Personally, I didn't know either of these guys, but
Yeah, I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
mean I wasn't willing to give them a chance and whatnot. And like I was saying there, so the match actually opened up with some fucking technical chain wrestling and some submissions and whatnot. So that was pretty cool for death match. You know what I'm saying? People love to shit all over this and just say it's fucking hardcore spots, but there you go. I just gave a fucking example. Fucking, there was little things like Orin went for a fucking rope break, but in the chains there are no fucking there's no rope breaks, bro. So it was just more of like a kayfabe in the moment, like comedy spot in a way, you know, because he was all like, "Oh, is this a rope break?" And the ref had to be like, "No,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
around."
yeah. But that's psychology, right? You're a pro wrestler stepping into this NHB with chains. And so your instinct as a pro
Right,
wrestler should be to grab the rope, even if there is no fucking rope breaks. That should be your instinct, anyways, as a
right.
pro wrestler, working standard. That's good psychology, man. I like that.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, exactly, bro. And like you just said there, in the moment, ring psychology, great shit, bro. So obviously there was several light tube spots. MM3 had a nice comeback with some light tubes, and he also used a fan's cane, you know.
Okay.
He was Sabuing Orin with some chairs. And fucking MM3 even had a little spot where he whipped the person with Orin into the fucking a fan's foot and whatnot. Yeah, man. And then MM3 won with a Tiger Bond.
Nice. Hopefully
Up
he didn't
next we
drop
had
dude on his neck like fucking Osprey did Bailey, but we'll talk about that
oh
later.
god.
We'll talk about that later.
Don't let's just wait.
Yeah.
Let me
No, no,
damn it.
no, no. You go ahead. I was just saying. I'm just the
No.
sizzle, hairline, the
Yeah,
sizzle.
it's like no, now I want to go in on
No, 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 no. We'll save it for later.
it.
Save it for the end.
Yeah, so next up we had Dillinger versus Vendetta. Vendetta came out in his deathmatch shirt, which was just fucking a white t-shirt that said deathmatch t-shirt. Got a little
Nice.
pop out of me there. Vendetta was kind of fucking selling his quad the whole match. You know what I'm saying? So Vendetta, Kevin Nash, same guy, confirmed. This I saw a goof there. MM3 didn't do the fucking the fan knee thing. So Dillinger, what was cool to see is Dillinger had a fan hold up their boot and then ran Vendetta into it. It's just cool to see people working with the wrestlers and whatnot. Obviously, it's a less is more kind of thing. And yeah, man, Dillinger was just working Vendetta's knee the whole match. So more ring psychology, you know.
Okay.
And then a USA chant broke out, which was really fucking random, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, basically Darren got way too carved up by Dillinger and he started bleeding from the head, man. And he had to take his boy backstage and whatnot. Vendetta won with a pile driver from the top rope.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Ooh. And then next up we had Bishop versus Cruel. This was a huge big body shit, man. These are both two big man. I would compare Bishop almost to like a Sid Vicious, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Basically battle of the gargantuans. And then Bishop did a sick fucking skin the cat on the chain, which is like the first time I've ever seen anything like that, you know.
Like using the chain to skin the cat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. And then Cruel did a proper fucking fury of chops. You know, Eddie Kingston needs to take notes.
Yeah.
And then Cruel also had a sick power out of a wooden door spot. There was an exit 187 spot through a table, basically an acid plunge that Cruel.
And this
Basically.
isn't AEW? Are you reviewing Dynamite? Did you jump ahead in the
Yeah, so Cruel won with a scorch earth onto the pile of chairs and whatnot. Yeah, Cruel's the shit, man. He's basically the next Kane.
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Then next up we had Dale Patrick versus Danny D'Amato here. Danny D'Amato had to step up and take Eric Ryan's spot. There was another USA chant that broke out.
They love USA and
yeah, I guess yeah,
not Chicago.
Over in Illinois.
In not quite Chicago.
Yeah, not D'Amato took a fucking brutal ass gusset spot to the head. That shit's always fucking just savage as fuck to me, man.
What's a gusset? Is that like where they tie the fucking Culligan jug to the stick?
No. So those are the little fucking like the little metal door things. You know what I'm saying? And then they put it on their head and they slap it, and it just carves up their head and shit, man.
Oh, dude, that is fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, dude, it's savage, bro. Yeah, man. So Danny set up these tubes onto these two chairs and whatnot, and then they fucking did a Canadian fucking destroyer off the stage. God.
For those of you at home, I am cringing this whole fucking time. Yeah. No. I'm laughing. Every match has had a spot where I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, I gotta show you some of this shit. We got a screen share. Yeah. But yeah, man, Dale wins via choke slam from the top rope into some tubes. And then Danny just basically put
into the tubes over on the mic. I love it, bro. I love it. Oh man.
Up next, we had Kaplan versus Dr. Redacted. It was good to see the doc again.
Dr. Redacted, is that Brendan Schaub? Is that his
No, so he's basically he comes out in the scrubs and whatnot, but he's basically like a giant homage to ECW and whatnot.
Okay.
He's come out dressed as like, I guess more or less cosplaying fucking Sandman. You know, he does various shit like that. He did a fucking barbed wire chair baseball slide, shit like that. Yeah, man. So it was a frog splash onto a fork board on the Kaplan off the top rope for the win for Redacted there. So pretty savage, just like
good finish. Good finish after the choke slam through the light tubes, and then the next match you do the frog splash through the.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Okay.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Yeah. Next up, we had Remington versus Matt Tremont. Remington brought a fucking
okay. Hold on. Now you're talking some names that I'm familiar with here. So
yeah, so Remington brought a fucking machete board to the ring.
Okay,
because it was Friday the 13th theme show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. But yeah, the thing about Tremont, man, is he's so quick for how big he is. You know, it's very Bam Bam Bigelow like. You know, that's the easiest comparison I can make for you there. Tremont took the machete and was carving up the guy's head, similar to how Nick Gage uses the pizza cutter and whatnot, just so like you would understand the visual. Just savage shit, bro. And dude, Remington did a crossface on Tremont with the machete at one point. That was fucking just savage, bro. And then so basically Tremont won with a Death Valley driver onto the machete board. So kayfabe wise, I don't know how you don't take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, you're landing on the fucking fucking board of machetes, bro. Yeah, and then so our main event for the show.
That's the spot. After all the shit you said, on the line. That's the one where you're like, bro, I don't know how you don't just take that. Bro, he got
Yeah,
hacked
for
with a
sure,
fucking
dog.
machete. Come on.
Dude, a machete
Jesus.
board,
I'm literally over here cringing out of my skin, guys. Like, look, it's tough, man. Even just hearing that shit, it's like, God, what do
so it's like a foam board, you know what I'm saying? Like this, and then they
Yeah.
got obviously it's an audio pod. So like you guys imagine a foam board, and then every couple fucking feet is a machete, and that's what he fucking Tremont slammed him on,
It's
dude.
just fucking ridiculous, dude. Someone's gonna die. Someone nearly escaped death that night. Is
Yeah,
what
well, look at fucking Nick Gage almost died. Fucking
Bro, it's just so
G Raver almost
stupid. A
died.
machete. Someone could cut a wrist by accident or something. Like that is crazy, dude. Like
Yeah,
anyway,
man.
sorry, you
That's
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying.
You're on to the main event here.
Yeah. No, you're right though, man. Like, how do you like do that safely? Like, you don't. Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying. So fucking Hoodfoot is the current ICW American Deathmatch champion. He was wrestling Mickey Knuckles, everyone's favorite auntie.
Okay.
My favorite auntie. Yeah, Mickey was feeding peanut M&Ms to the to the audience on her way down to the ring.
Okay.
So once again, I haven't watched this in several months. Hoodfoot's he now wears pants. He used to wrestle in like fucking his ring gear, but he's clearly learned like I'm sick of my legs getting carved up by all this goddamn fucking light tube glass. But yeah, so the story of the storyline here is Mickey was all pissed off that Hoodfoot never brings any fucking weed or liquor or any drugs to the matches. He just fucking, he Tony
Yeah.
Khans it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he goes, I'm straight edge. And that's why I hit up my buddy who goes to all the shows and whatnot. And I was like, hey man, is Hoodfoot really fucking straight edge? And he was like, no, I've seen him drinking before, man. He was just
Oh
doing that
man.
because it was the straight edge day or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, oh god, dude. And just savage shit, man. Fucking Hoodfoot fucking swung an axe at Mickey Knuckles.
Oh
Luckily he
my
missed.
dude.
But
Yeah,
just
no
like it.
shit.
Oh god, man. Yeah, and then Nikki took some gusset blade spots. That shit's always brutal. Fucking my favorite dude is like Mickey got up on the fucking on the announce table and her ass was just basically in Struggles' face, and like you just saw Struggles just like go nope. And he just takes his headset off and places it down, and he just stepped away from that announce table and whatnot.
Shit.
Oh god. All right, one second here. So Hoodfoot won with an inverted pump ham slamble. Slamble. So editing Phil. So
Oh
Hoodfoot won with
shit.
Bruh.
an inverted pump handle slam.
Excellent.
It's first time I saw something like that. And then basically Hoodfoot got on the mic and put Mickey over. And then Danny came down and also fucking he asked Chicago to fucking give Mickey her flowers and whatnot, and the crowd just erupted. So the show ended with a fucking feel good moment. Yeah, and then the following night we had NHB 54 Deathmatch Horror Story 5, once again from Berwyn, Illinois, aka Chicago. Danny opened the show with more wrestlers couldn't make it due to travel issues and whatnot. But he's saying he's putting himself on the bench tonight because he's got to wrestle smarter, man. He doesn't have a lot of gigs left in him. And that's when 440 came down, which is Eric Ryan, Atticus Kogar, and Otis Kogar. And then various ICW wrestlers came down and saved Danny and whatnot. And then this started with Orin versus Eric Ryan. For whatever reason, the crowd was chanting for Trick Williams, doing the whoop that trick. Just
Yeah,
playing.
everywhere's doing that shit.
Yeah. But shout out to Trick Williams, dog. He's the future. So there was a sick fucking snowplow onto the Marcus Crane light tubes, which is basically fucking a bundle of light tubes painted red with two balloons at the end. Basically a giant red penis. There you go. And then Otis interfered in the match, and he basically held down Orin as Eric Ryan went to pin him, and then he got the 3 count due to this. After this, Atticus and Otis got into the ring, and they officially made Otis Kogar a member of 440. So 440's got a new member now. Pretty fucking sick.
Good for them.
Following Atticus for a while now, so fucking cool to see, man. He's growing in a beard. Next up, we had Tommy Vendetta versus Dale Patricks. These two guys could be fucking cousins or brothers who have a different father. You know what I'm saying? And man, this was fucked on commentary. They said Nightmare Before Christmas is 30 years old. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around, but
Yeah, no shit.
yikes. There was a twist his dick chance for all the AEW neckbeards in attendance, so
Fuck.
they had to get over with him. Vendetta kicked out of his finisher at one, just like Ultimate Warrior. So that kind of popped me. And then fucking basically Vendetta won after doing a three-peat pile driver. Tommy Vendetta's pretty dope. Obviously, fucking shooting on it. He could work on his body a little bit, but I don't know, man. Like I just like
K Meltzer.
I've
No, I'm
read
just joking.
deathmatch wrestlers say like it's hard to go to the gym after you're all carved up, and
Dude,
obviously
yeah, I don't want to cut a Jim Cornette promo, but if he were sitting here, he'd be like, "Well, yeah, you dumb motherfucker, because you're not supposed to do that stupid shit."
right, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
So
funny.
like
I
I
don't
see
know.
both sides, you know what
This
I'm saying? Like
motherfucking hairline is a deathmatch guy and a fucking WWE stan and a fucking Cornette fan, cult member. It's like how? It's like the fucking holy trinity of three ends of the fucking aisle, dude. It's crazy.
right,
It's
so I don't want to hear
hilarious.
any bullshit of people
Yeah,
shitting
yeah,
on me being
like
biased.
here we go, here we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
I
ahead,
even
go
watch
ahead. It's just
I even watch AEW, you fucking mark, so shut up. Jesus.
I can't believe hairline
All
hates
right.
AEW more than this shit.
Well, dude, at least okay. Like I was saying, that match on the first night, they had ring psychology and technical wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Fucking all you got in AEW is stupid fucking sequences. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's like I said, fucking Vendetta was selling his fucking quad the whole match. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you saw someone selling a body part in fucking AEW, you know?
Statlander on like a rampage or something.
Gross. All right, so
Sorry,
next
go ahead.
up, I'm sorry, bro. Next up, we had MM3 versus Eric Dillinger. MM3 was basically in control of most of the match. He does this chloroform spot, which is like, God, I know, like not to like kayfabe it, but like in reality, chloroform takes up to 60 seconds to knock someone out. But obviously, fucking, the average person doesn't know that. Yeah, he did like a chloroform water torture. You know what I'm saying? He laid a rag over the guy's
Oh my
fucking face and then
god.
dumped the chloroform over him. And then he did a double boot off the top rope, and he won that bitch because of that. So
So
just
after
savage
the
shit.
chloroform torture, he won with a big boot.
A double boot off the top rope. You know what I'm saying? Basically that
Bruh.
stomp. Yep. Man.
Okay, guys. So I'm just reacting to what you're telling me, bro. That's
You should watch it with me sometime,
we
man.
should. We should do it. We should do it on the Patreon, like a watch along with me.
Yeah, oh
Because
god.
I'll be cringing and crying and shit, dude. I'll be like, I'm squeamish just listening to this.
Yo, yeah, man.
Go ahead,
It
sorry.
was it felt good to watch this shit
Yeah.
again, man. Like I was saying, big supporter of ICW. I wish I could make it out to more of their shows, but it is what it is. Yeah, so next up we had fucking Jeff King versus Tremont.
Okay.
Fucking Tremont stabbed the shit out of this dude's head with his fucking fork.
Great.
God, yeah, man. So basically, fucking Tremont won with a frog splash off the top rope on the King covered in light tubes and whatnot. So it's just like, once again, imagine Tremont doing a fucking frog splash, bro. That's like Dusty doing a fucking frog splash.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say Tremont is the fucking deathmatch Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, bro. So, fuck, man. This one was savage. Next up, we had Dr. Redacted versus Cruel. So the match started with fucking Dr. Redacted running up and injecting a needle into Cruel's
Oh
arm.
my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Yeah. And then so the whole match, Cruel just slowly got more wobblier and just like, once again, like an art of wrestling psychology there.
Bro. Oh my
And this is
god, no.
and this is deathmatch, you know what I'm saying?
No, dude. You can't inject people with needles. There's no
Yeah.
psychology there. That's crazy. And what was
Well,
in
I'm
the
just saying the art
needle?
of selling it, that like so like
Oh man.
so so it's basically like Cruel is like Kane, you know what I'm saying? So Dr. Redacted needed some kind of like,
Vince Russo fucking secret potion.
yeah, there you go. You got it. Fuck yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Hairline.
Oh, dude, you should have saw it, man. And then Cruel's just slowly getting slower and like just getting more wobblier throughout the match.
I saw Big Show do that on his shoot birthday at a house show where he wrestled JBL for the US title after he took a guy's beer and he chugged a beer and then he acted
Mhm.
like he was drunk while he was eating pizza and shit with JBL and they were doing this whole shtick, but it was like Big Show's shoot birthday.
Oh yeah, it was basically that.
Yeah. But it's funny because
yeah,
he's a
man,
Big Show and he drank one beer and he was like wobbling, like he was drunk after. Like it was like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it takes him like 80
yeah,
beers
dude.
to even get drunk.
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah,
it
but
was,
whatever, it's like I said, the psychology of it, at least they're like selling something. But yeah, man, fucking Redacted hit Cruel with some mist and whatnot. So once again, he's paying homage to ECW shit. The crowd yet again was chanting for Trick Williams, which is dope. So right here, so Redacted does this thing where he he gets on like the top rope or chain, whatever you want to say, and he puts a garbage can over his head and basically just lunges at the fucking guy. But so basically, he did that to Cruel, but he missed, and then Cruel just fucking pummeled the shit out of the fucking garbage can. And then next up, we had the main event: ICW American Deathmatch champ Hoodfoot versus, I might say this wrong, Pagano. Ring announcer was still reading off his phone. Fucking might as well be Mad Child, like I said. Pagano did a tope suicido for Excalibur, strictly for Excalibur.
Oh, tope suicida. Actually, it's pronounced tope con hero.
It was a very even match, bro. Each wrestler was getting their shit and whatnot. Fucking man, this was fucking brutal. Pagano did a snap pile driver onto a bundle of barbed wire. That was just, oh god, just a pile driver onto fucking barbed wire, bro. Fucking savage, man. Crowd was once again chanting for Trick Williams. So
Mox would fucking no sell it.
Yeah, so like here's the thing, dude. Though they actually sell the shit, but it's because they're really fucking taking the spots. Bro.
So is Mox when he wrestles Phoenix. He's shoot taking fucking mile drivers. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh god, what did I say? Reverse pump handle slam. They named it the South Side Flotion or something like that. Yeah, the inverted pump handle slam. Southside Flotion is the shoot name, is what Kirk was saying on commentary. Yeah, man, and basically Hoodfoot and Pagano got on the mic and they were putting over fucking Mexican wrestling, lucha wrestling, all that shit, AAA. Pagano said despite any size fucking crowd he wrestles in front of, he'll always come back and wrestle in front of this crowd and whatnot. And then he basically just put Danny over and whatnot. Overall, it was pretty good fucking cards, man. I'm gonna have to show you some of this shit.
Yeah, we'll do maybe like a watch along, as we said on the Patreon or something, man. It sounded like a big car crash of fucking, this and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. But I mean, shit, bro. It was what it was, and I like mixing it up and talking about the death match. I don't know. Maybe we'll watch it. I just cringe at a lot of it. I can handle like one intense death match, and then I'm like tapped out. I'm like, oh shit, But I don't know, man. As long as you had a good fucking time, and yeah, shout out Icw Nhb.
Yeah,
Again, every time you bring up NHB, wasn't Josh Barnett? He wrestled with them before, no? With the
but this is ICW Nhb. It's Danny DeMonto's version.
Okay, basically. So it's like a diff. See, so I'm just not educated on it. But Hairline will catch me up to date with all the stuff. And yeah, did they have a good house or what?
Yeah, well, like I said, it's a very indie niche crowd.
Yeah.
It was basically fucking 3 rows of people inside a fucking little gymnasium and whatnot. But like I was saying, man, so I've been to a couple of these events, and it's always the same people that are traveling around with them and whatnot. So it's got a very connected fan base.